Thank you, Mr Speaker, and it gives me great pleasure to be able to stand and talk about the achievements of this government. And at no more appropriate time to speak about the achievements of this government at this very point in time when we have Queensland Council of Mayors, South East Queensland Council of Mayors, in the very parliament today. So a body of mayors made up of 7 shires, predominantly around the southeast corner, from Redlands down to the Gold Coast. I have 4 mayors that cross across my federal government, federal electoral boundaries. So Gold Coast, Scenic Rim, Lockyer Valley and Logan. Exceptional local government representatives in their own right. But when I stand and speak about the government's achievements, I want to particularly draw the attention of the House to the government's National Building Bridges Renewal Program. And it's such an important and well-deserved program that lands very well in my electorate. I have in the seat or in the Scenic Rim local council area, no less than 132 bridges in need of repair, Mr Speaker. That is a lot of bridges, 132 bridges. So for the local government in that capacity to try and get through that on their rates base, it would take many, many decades. And I know the Mayor, Greg Christensen, is very appreciative of the partnership work that we do in this space. You think, why would it be so important to go to the back blocks of somewhere and repair an old timber bridge? Because it's the amount of commerce that comes out of these areas, Mr Speaker. Whether or not they're silage tankers taking feed in for chicken sheds that feed the Australian landscape of protein in that market, whether or not it's milk coming out of my electorate, whether or not it's the vegetables that end up on the plates. The amount of commerce that comes out of these areas is overwhelming. The GDP contribution in my electorate, by far and away, agriculture is the largest contributor, and as a result, the government's delivering improved safety through targeted national infrastructure programs, including $360 million bridge renewal program, and of course there is our $3.98 billion roads to recovery program. Again, partnering with local government. Can I suggest that if, for my like, the best value for money that the federal government gets is when we partner with either private enterprise or an organisation which is as closely connected to the people as possible. And when we invest and partner with state governments, which we often do on projects, I just know that the percentage of administration costs increases exponentially. But when we partner with local government and we partner with them, in particular in this Roads to Recovery funding, can I suggest that the vast majority of the money that lands at local government, whether or not it's in the Lockyer Valley, Logan City, Gold Coast, or in the Scenic Rim, that the vast majority of that money ends up as bitumen or greater hours in my electorate somewhere. Money well invested. In addition to that, we're also investing money in and around that, just over $600 million into our black spots programs. I mean, exceptionally well received in the electorate. I have been the recipient of many black spot programs in my area. It's to give you a mindset, it's undulating country, it's range country, Gold Coast, hinterland. So there are tight turns. I have a number of ranges to crawl up and down the other side. I'm flanked from the Toowoomba second range crossing over to the Gold Coast hinterland of Tamborine Mountain. So that undulating country does lend itself to unfortunate accidents when speed plays a role there. And so all those 3 programs, whether it's National Bridge, whether or not it's black spot or if it's a Roads to Recovery, it is money well invested from the federal government, partnering with local government who are closest to the people on the ground, that understand the demands and the wants of our local constituents' needs. I want to just in closing thank the mayors for the way that they prioritise these applications in their areas. I want to wish them well with their deliberations and their advocacy that they do for each of their communities while they are here in Canberra. Politics is no different to good commercial business, Mr Speaker. Politics should always be about strong relationships. And my mayors, I'm proud to say that I have a strong relationship with each of them. There is respect of their political leanings.
Member's time is